with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The first carry now. This is Johnson. He'll have a first down past the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Hey, 54. Bravo. 56 is the mic.
Now on 2nd and 13. Stafford nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
Easy. Mike 55. Mike. Middle.
Here's Stafford. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On first down, it's Haskins. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And not wanting to take a shot out of the pocket, he tucks it and goes down.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking to throw, Haskins. That's caught by Trey Quinn. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. He gets it to Sims, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, Mike 51. You gonna get this plus 4? You think you won't get this? You think you won't get this? Shut up!
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Third down, here's Geis. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington! Darius Geis, 31 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 14-0.
Makes the score Redskins 14, Lions nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Flush to his right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. 6-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Hey, Delta. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. Let's go.
Stafford on first down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. A first down carry here for Johnson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
Watch the slant. 21.
From the 36, Stafford. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
They'll run on first down. It's Johnson, and he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Pick up there, and it'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Strong right, strong right, strong right. 4 down. Check 24, check 24. He's coming. Pin. Hey, easy. 32, you ready?
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Hey, Foxtrot. Watch QB drop. Mike, 55. Check 50.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And it's caught here, Amendola. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mike 55. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Hey. Check. Crunch.
On first down, Johnson. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
55, Mike, 55. I got it. Hey. What happened? Trail right, 22. 55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. Hey, Haywood.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
3rd and long, it's Stafford. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
50. Small.
1st and 10 at the 48.
From the gun, here's Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll run on first down. Johnson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
55, Mike,
32-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Stafford. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball, a little dangerous, could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he'll be taken down shy of the 25 that he needed. He'll be a yard or 2 short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford, and he'll find Hall. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. The quick slant caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point good by Prater. And it makes the score 21-10. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only
accelerating, and off he goes. The 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Easy.
Throwing again. Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And a rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Stafford now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
48 to Mike. Like 7.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Complete to Jones. A gain of 6 there on 1st. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Mike 55. Hey, 55. White. Let him know. Go.
Throwing is Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
Mike 55. Easy.
Operating from the gun. Stafford flushed out right. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. That's caught at the 25. Oh, the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
53.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal to Johnson again. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now a deep ball here hauled in just past the 50. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down in Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. T.J. Green with a pick. 20. There goes Green. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
We got 6 all day.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Redskins 42, Lions 10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Middle. Hey, 5-0.
Stafford now to throw. And it's incomplete.
Stafford's pass, thrown away and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
What you got, Heavy? What you got? Hey, easy. Hey, 50. Hey, Alpha. Mike 48.
From the gun, Stafford. And he's got Amendola on the connection. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Hey. 65. Hey. 5-7.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey. Check the car.
To throw again, Stafford. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Hall, 63 yards. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards. On first down, this is Geis. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now on 2nd and 13. Haskins finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Slings this deep from into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Yellow 80! 53, ready! 55's my guy, 55. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
From the 41, Stafford eluding the pressure right. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. A check of the scoreboard there in the 3rd in Baltimore. And the Ravens have opened it up a bit, leading by a couple of scores. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. On 3rd down, Stafford. Flush to his right. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
Hey.
First down at the 27-yard line.
Omaha, ready to move. Hey, orbit. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike, go. Go. Check.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. T.J. Green with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 33-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins. He'll rifle this one deep right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deshaun Hand. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the gun, it's a give to Peterson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down?
Here's Haskins. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10.
Hey! Alert! Hey! Wahoo!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing right, and that's complete. And all the way to the opposite 48. A big play there for Detroit. 46 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, exit. All right, boys, here we go.
Operating from the gun. Stafford. He's going to air one out. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Hall, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
3rd and 2, now Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. Haskins now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Geis. Credit the tackle that time to Deshaun Hand. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 47 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Matthew Ian in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Hey, take it. Double right.
To throw is Stafford. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right?
Yes,
as the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
At the Lions, check.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
Here we go.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Move. Hey. You got 3.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space.
Set, ready? 18 Gator. Cut. Watch the twist.
S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asked my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright.
Yeah.
I ain't finna fade with you. I got it come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the